I'm going to start with the scacciata dolce that's made around Carnevale time, and they both start with yeast and water, and so it's going to be musical bowls today, and I'm going to work with one at a time. But here I've got 2/3 cup of very warm water plus 2 tablespoons extra of water and about a tablespoon of yeast, and I've let that proof for about 10 minutes. And that's still not where I want it, so I'm going to let that sit a while and work with this one. Now to this, we need to add some flour, and here I've got, 2 cups of unbleached flour, and I just want to put that in the bowl. Then add a little pinch of salt. And all you want to do here is make a basic dough, much like you've seen me make many times before. So take it out of the bowl and then put it on a work surface. And now I want a little extra flour on the board. And what I want to do is, as you already know, you're probably pantomiming this now because I have made an awful lot of dough lately. You want to get this into, let's hear it, a nice smooth ball of dough. In goes a little bit of olive oil. And then just take the dough and wipe the bowl with the olive oil, you see? Turn it over. And then take a piece of plastic wrap and put it over the bowl tightly. And then you want to put that off somewhere in a warm place to rise. It'll look something like this, you see? And you don't want to punch that down. Now, the next thing you have to do is beat in the rest of the ingredients, and you can either do that by hand for about 10 minutes, or you can take the lazy man's way out, what I'm going to do here. Do it in a mix master like this. And this is a dough hook, and now I want to add the rest of the ingredients. And here we've got the grated zest of an orange. So that goes in. And then about 1/4 cup of sugar goes in. And then an egg. 1 egg goes in. And then something that I think gives this its wonderful color, and that is saffron, you see, and that comes from the crocus flower. And I always enjoy opening up these little packets because it's almost like royalty to look in here and see those few little grains of saffron. That's about not even 1/8 teaspoon, but that's going to give that a very nice color. And then about a tablespoon of vanilla. That's about a tablespoon. And about 4 tablespoons of melted butter. I'm not going to use this all because that's 5 tablespoons. And now, I'm going to start this on low, you see. And actually, what I want to do here is have a batter where a lot of air is beaten into the dough, because this is what's going to give this particular cake its very airy texture. Okay, that's good. Now, I'm going to release that, take out my dough hook, and you can see how sticky that is and what a wonderful yellow color that has. So now, I'm going to bring this over, clean off my board here, because now what we want to do with that is put it on a cookie sheet. I told you this was going to be a flat cake. And then we're going to allow this batter that we have here to rise another 2 hours in a warm oven. And then we'll be able to bake this. So I want to smooth that out right into the edges there. It is a resistant dough, I can tell you that. But when it's baked, it has a wonderful airy texture. And this is something that's wonderful as a snack. Or as I told you, I had this in the bar at Nanini's. And I mean a pastry bar when I say bar. And I had that with a cup of cappuccino, and I watched the world go by in Siena. And so now you want to brush the top with some melted butter, just like that, very, very carefully. I wish you could smell this, the orange rind in here and the color that the saffron is giving it. Maybe you can see those little flecks, I don't know, in the dough. There. Now, you can either cover that or just take it like it is and put it into a warm oven. Let it raise, and here it is, and I think I can take it out now and just let that cool down. You see how beautiful that looks, and see how flat it stayed.